In this episode, I have a reminder that no one asked for about a Texas distinction that none of us wanted. And yes, upon hearing myself say that, I realize I could have been more positive there, like I was in May. Well, congrats, Texas, #1 again. And don't be put off by the dented trophy. That's totally on purpose because we're the best again at hail damage for the 10th straight year. I really want to be more chipper like that again. And so, guess what? Texans are leading the way in another way that's not bad. Okay, that didn't sound as positive as I had intended, but this is positive. We've been combating all of that hail by purchasing, by far, the most impact-resistant shingles in the country. A new report estimates Texans snatched up 43% of all of the stronger shingles that were sold in the U.S. last year. And just for perspective,
the next closest is Colorado and Missouri at 10%.
That's Dr. Ian Giamanco, the managing director for atmospheric science at the Insurance Institute for Business and Home Safety, or IBHS. He acknowledges that impact-resistant shingles can cost more than the regular ones, but perhaps not as much extra as you would think.
For just maybe 1 or 2% difference than a conventional shingle, all the way upwards of somewhere that might be 12, 13, 14% higher in cost.
But these more expensive shingles can quickly pay off that extra cost because the hardened covering that they provide can bring down your home insurance premiums, and it can possibly prevent you from having to pay another hail deductible next year and again in 3 years and on and on and on.
I have plenty of weather friends in Dallas and like Oklahoma City area. I mean, some of them are on their third roof in 10 years.
The insurance industry funds the research that's done at IBHS, and insurance companies are very interested in limiting severe storm losses, which have increased exponentially.
We've gone from something that back in 2008, we hit the $10 billion mark for the first time, now has jumped all the way to $30 to $40 billion. And it's something that just we cannot sustain. That growth trend in losses.
And since insurance companies buy a whole lot of shingles,
1/3 or so of all the shingles purchased in the United States,
the IBHS just got done vigorously testing about 95% of all of these super shingles on the market. And now, for the first time in years, they have come out with a new impact-resistant shingle report card, and they gave me the first interview about it. They say the good news is there are a lot of good ratings.
So we have 18, which represents about 2/3 of the market, is rated good.
So know your shingle options, because in many parts of Texas, there's a decent chance that eventually your house will be in the hail bullseye. I went negative again there in the end here, but it is true. I have the full impact-resistant shingle report card from the IBHS included in my story posted today at Jason Wheeler TV on Facebook, Threads, and Blue Sky, because to end on a positive note, I want your roof to be right on the money.